Good morning, boys and girls. So, last week I got to talk to you a little bit about your brain up here. And hold your hand up if you can show me how we made our brains last week. I want you to practice again with your hand. Hold it up and try to make the brain like we showed last week. So, you put your thumb in and then fold your fingers over. And who remembers the parts? What they were called? That's right, we got a downstairs brain and an upstairs brain. And so there's one part that causes us to feel happy and sad and mad and angry and frustrated and nervous. And that's our downstairs brain. And then we got our upstairs brain. And our upstairs brain really helps us make good decisions. It's where we learn all new information, and it just helps us stay healthy and strong and just do our very best. And so we got our downstairs brain, and last week we also called that something else. We called it the barking dog. Why did we call it the barking dog? Because what do dogs do when they sense something bad or they think something's threatening to them? They bark, they react. They don't think about what they do, they just do it. Okay? Then we called our upstairs brain the wise owl because owls are very smart. Just like our upstairs brain helps us make smart decisions, right? And so the thing is, to get this upstairs brain to think for us and to help us make those wise decisions, we really have to exercise it, like we talked about last week. That means we have to practice and practice and practice ways to help us make good decisions. Because we just want to be like this barking dog. We want to just react whenever somebody makes us mad. If our little brother and sister are trying to get on our nerves and they're taking our toys, or if our older brother or sister's calling us a name, we want to say something back, don't we? But we really got to exercise that upstairs brain so that we can make wise, healthy choices to keep us out of trouble and just help us be our very best self. So, we're going to practice some more strategies to help us exercise that upstairs brain so that we don't just react to situations. We think about what we're doing and we can calm down and we can make a good choice, like the wise owl. So the first thing we're going to do is I want you to think in your head of something bad, like a thunderstorm. Let's pretend there's a thunderstorm outside, and let's say you don't like thunderstorms, so your first reaction would be upset, nervous maybe, right? Or maybe sad, okay? Then instead I want you to take the same situation. Instead of just reacting, I want you to practice counting to 10. So let's count to 10 together. You can do it in your head, and I'll do it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10 is actually a lot longer than you think. So when you count to 10, you give yourself plenty of time to think about making a better decision. But the problem is, we got to practice this. So think about another bad thing. Think about, like we were talking about before. Somebody calls you a bad name. And what do you want to do? You want to call them a bad name back, don't you? Or you want to immediately, do something bad to them. But we can't do that. We have to practice making our good decisions, right? We got to build our upstairs brain. We're always trying to build it and make it stronger so we don't react, so we make good decisions. So when somebody calls us a bad name, we're going to stop. Instead of reacting, we're going to count to 10. When we count to 10, that gives us a little time to think. Think about a good decision. Okay? It gives us time to build our upstairs brain and practice that wise owl decision and make a decision that helps us. Okay? So instead of calling them a name back, what's a good decision? Ignore would be a good job. If they keep doing it, tell an adult, right? Tell an adult, ask them to stop yourself. Very good. So we need to remember that there are different strategies we can use to pause and help us think and help us practice our upstairs brain, our wise owl thinking, okay? So another thing we can do is helping us to take deep breaths, which I know we go over and over and over. And you guys have gotten so good at taking and practicing your deep breaths. And a lot of you guys have told me that you've used your deep breaths whenever you get sad or mad or scared, and that makes me so happy. So, just remember when you're taking a deep breath, put your hand on your stomach, and you should feel it going in and out. And there's fun ways to practice deep breaths. Miss Anderson has lots of pinwheels, and we can take them and we can breathe in and out. And just practice those breaths and how they make you feel, okay? And when we stop and we take a breath, or maybe 2 breaths, or maybe 3 breaths, or 4 breaths, it really, really, really helps us to make a better decision and to exercise that upstairs brain so it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And so we've practiced shape breathing, we've practiced 5-finger breathing, we've practiced pinwheel breathing. There's lots and lots of different deep breath activities that we can try, and I know you guys have gotten really good at those, and I'm proud of you. So just remember, we want to keep practicing these strategies to build our upstairs brain, right? So that it grows healthy and strong so that we don't react. So I want you to think of more strategies maybe that you can try at home or at school so that you don't react, so that you don't let that barking dog come out, so that you build that upstairs brain and that wise owl, so that you're able to make healthy choices and good decisions and not react to situations that make you mad or sad or angry or too excited. And we will practice more of these next week. And I want you to have a great week, and let me know if you can think of any other strategies that you think are awesome and that could help you.